Hey guys, GT Machine here. We're going to go ahead and install the TPC DSC controller for the suspension and show you how easy it is to install. This is pretty much, at least on a Cayman GT4, it's pretty simple. 911s may be a little more difficult depending on where the module is located, but with the Caymans, it's a piece of cake, and I'll show you now, and then I'll also show you the software and all that good stuff. All right, so with any of the 981 Caymans that have the PASM sport suspension with the module and then the button below the shifter, the module is going to be located here in a trunk. So we'll go ahead and get it open. All right, so the PASM module, here I'll go ahead and get this out of the way so we don't hit nothing. This is just a sunshade. We'll go ahead and set it down over here. So the PASM module is going to be located just underneath here. So we'll go ahead and pop this up a bit. Take the two covers off. We'll get this cover out of the way here. So take the cover off. All you do is there's a hand hole here. Put your hand there and just pull out. And then same with the other side. Another hand hole. And then pull out and come off. And then just pop this up. I'm not gonna take it all the way out because I don't think it's necessary. Just enough to get it up to where I get the carpet out from behind it. I'm gonna have to take it off. So in order to get this piece off here, there's a trim piece here that needs to come off. As you can see, it's pre-cut from my roll bar. So right here is a trim piece to take it off. Go down here behind it where the split is. Pull back. And then just be careful, work it out so you don't break anything. And then it's stuck here. And then with this, I just got to work it around the roll bar. Just a little more finesse is needed because of the roll bar. No big deal. And then we'll move these. And that way this will come up. That's off. And then pull the carpet back. I'm gonna go ahead and take it out just so it's not in the way. And then let me see if you guys can see. Yep. So the module is going to be right here. This is the sport module. All right, so as you see, here's the module. The two connectors that need to come off here. I got my new module here. My USB cable to plug into it for programming. So normally you can pull on these, and then as you pull, you want to pull down a little bit to help it come out because it's on a ramp. But sometimes you might need a screwdriver to kind of help it out. So take a pocket screwdriver or something small, put it underneath the clip, and that was quick, but as you pull out on the clip, you want to pull down on the connectors so it slides down the ramps. So that comes out there, and then the other one goes the opposite way. So as you see, it goes right down the ramps and then it comes off. Just like that. And we'll go ahead and get the tools to unbolt it. So it's just a 10mm bolt on this side. and then one's gonna be on the other side. So just loosen a little bit, and then you can do it by hand the rest of the way. So I think it's just in a clip on the other side. So what you want to do there is pull it up off the bolt here, and then wiggle it back and forth and slide it towards this harness or this way. And it comes out of the clip. As you can see, the marks right there on it to where it was in the clip. So install this one. So the best thing I found out is to take a USB cable with micro USB here on this side with a 90-degree angle. We'll go ahead and plug it in now, just so you don't have to once it's installed, because it may be a little difficult. Fix the clips so they're straight, and then put the So this is not going to slide in the clips. So because of how thick this module is, as you can see here, this will not slide in the clips. So you just got to sit on top, and it just bolts down with the one bolt. If we get any rattles out of it, I'll go ahead and come back and fix things. Line it up just like how it sets factory, and then go ahead and tighten it down. So it's not in the clips, so we got to hold it before we tighten it down. There. And we'll go ahead and put the outside one connector on first. Right there, it's lined up. So what you want to do here is you want to hold it up and then squeeze the connector as you push up, and then with the ramps it'll actually pull it up into the connector. So right there on, and then do is squeeze, and as you can see, it's going up the ramps. The bigger connector you need to push up a little bit to get it to lock in, and once it's locked in, you're good. So we got our USB cable put in. I'm gonna route it around and down so we don't pull on it too hard. Ah, crap, I just unplugged it. So crud. So now I gotta feel around for where it's at and then try to guide it in there. There we go. So just need my pocket screwdriver. Just trying to push the cable behind the module. There we go. So USB cable's in there. So I'm gonna have it come out down here at the bottom, just so it's kind of tucked out of the way. So before I put all this back together here, I'm gonna turn the car on, make sure there's no issues with it. So go ahead and get in. Put the key in. And we'll go ahead and turn it on. Make sure the radio doesn't play. So it looks like the Sport, as you can see, everything seems to be working okay. It goes from Sport to normal. We'll fire it up just to make sure there's no fault codes in it. Make sure no lights. Everything looks good here. About to say no lights on the dash, no flashing lights or anything down here. So everything's good. So communication with the module is okay. So we'll turn everything on. Okay, that's all good. So we'll go ahead and go back to the module, plug into it, and show you the software. All right, here's the program for the DSC controller. So let me get a little bigger for you guys. All right, so all I want to do is take our USB cable, get it untwisted here, and then plug it into our laptop. Let it install the drivers. See if we can get it to read it. Oh, I gotta hit begin. I'm a dummy. Oh, there it goes. So now it's pulling all the information from the module. All right, so it's done, finished, hit close. And now it shows all the data. So pretty much this is like race car stuff here to where you can fully adjust everything. As you can see, it's got all, you can calibrate all the shocks, everything. Before I start tinkering around here, I'm gonna learn up more on this to where I don't really foobar anything up majorly. So we're gonna read them all, see where they're at. So let's read the shocks. Close. So pretty much you can change all the dampening settings around if you like. So you can show there's a normal, the chassis sport, and then you can show which table you're working with and then which ones you want to write it to. So we'll go chassis sport, and then we're going to read from DSC. Keep always hitting, forget to hit read. So now it's pulling the data out of the module and seeing where everything's set at. All right, finished, closed. I guess Sport gives you the red logo there so you know which mode you're in and which one you're tinkering with. So pretty much here you can change the dampen settings, and you can edit all the cells. And you can pretty much tweak and adjust unlimited to suit your needs, or if you're on a track, suit track needs as well. And you can also play with each side. And then with a lot of stuff online with people having these modules, there's a lot where you can get base files from other people and mimic what they have and see if you like it. So here's brake settings, acceleration settings, speed at which it dampens, and then when you're steering, if there's any other changes. And then you can also calibrate, if you lower the car, you can recalibrate your travel sensors too. And then you can limit the total travel on the shocks as well, if you need to. So that's pretty much it. And then you can pretty much keep tuning to your needs and liking and get it a little bit more comfy for daily drive it, and then put it more in sport mode when you want it hard and to drive it fast. And then once you're done, you would go into the settings, and then you would want to hit right to when you change it, which spot you want to put it in, and then just hit right to DSC, and it'll upload into the module of the changes you want. But I would read up on all this before you make a lot of changes, to where you could go too far and it'd act all goofy. But looks like there is a reset to where you can reset the factory default. And then you can set it to which Porsche model it is. Or it looks like they make for other cars too, but this is a Porsche 9X as being the model 1. That's what I have. And you can save your files too, and I'm sure you can upload. We didn't make anything, so we don't want to save any changes. So that's pretty much it. All right, now we're gonna reinstall all the panels. So, and then I want to keep the cable in there, so leave the cable here, and then we'll just route it as we go. So the first thing that needs to go in is this back carpet piece. The biggest thing to do is fold it so we can get it in. And then just make sure you tuck all the foam pieces in right. Just make sure to be careful of the coolant lines that are running on the side where the coolant fill is. And then just tuck it in where it goes. Now that is good. And then we'll go ahead and get this top piece in. Just make sure it's lined up first before you push down and clip the clips in. You're just listening for the loud snap. Just make sure the carpet's positioned correctly. All right, everything's good there. Go ahead and take these panels and put the panels in. Helps to put them on the right side where they belong. Make sure everything's lined up before you snap them into place. And then just take the weather strip and just pick it up. Just work your way down to the very top. Alright, that's all good. Now we can cover this, the oil fill up. Do the other side. Stuck in here. Just make sure sure everything's lined up before you clip it in. And then you just want to listen for the clips to lock in. And then pull the leather strip up. So it's set right in place. Oh, this one's not on for some reason. Oh, because it's not right. So I gotta pull this back out. So my tab's pointed down. That's why it's not locked in. There we go. Now it's locked in. You just gotta be careful with the tabs so you don't smash them. And then just pull the weather strip up and there we go. And we can put this piece on, lock that down. Now we can put the two carpet pieces in. And same thing, just kind of line it up first before you press down so everything's lined up and clips in properly. You don't bend or break any of the clips. All right, so this side, I'm gonna feed out of the hole where the relay box is here in the back, or on the side. And then push this down. Gonna line up the holes first. And make sure the cable doesn't get smashed. Make sure two tangs on the bottom of the carpet are lined up, and pretty much comes out right back there. And then cover the USB cable so no fuzzies get in the end for the computer. And then I'll take the wire tie it back up, and it can just stay tucked in here in the corner. So whenever you need it, it's right there. There, all tucked in. And you can't really tell that anything's been changed. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That was the DSC controller install. It's pretty simple, like I said. The biggest thing is just you're going to have to play around with it and read on how the adjustments, what they do, all that good stuff, and just play with it till you find something you're liking. And then once you find a comfort setting for normal driving, then work on the sport version, and then you can firm it up and do whatever you like. Thanks for watching. If you like, please subscribe.